Hey guys, welcome back to the CrowbarDudes. I'm gonna play Raven again, unfortunately without Vessel, but that's not a big deal. This is part 3 of chapter 1. This game is a 3-chapter game, point-and-click adventure. Well, you probably know that already. The scissors are already examined.
I'll leave the scissors here.
Yeah. Okay, let's examine the drawer.
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there. Locked. Where could he be? The drawer is locked, and the steward probably has the key. But where is he?
I think we have to find the steward or something.
A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have become in the last 10 years.
No, I'm not gonna turn the radio on. Well, I'll turn the radio on to let you hear how it sounds. That's the tune. I don't really like the tune, so I'm gonna turn it off. So, we have already examined everything in here. Let's talk to Dr. Gabbard.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right. How can I help you?
Let's ask him about the robbery in London.
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
We can ask him first. Let's ask him about the conductor who's missing.
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Okay, now we can ask him about anything suspicious he has seen.
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
I don't know what's inside. It's probably cash, but maybe he has another idea.
I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed.
newspaper?
Your newspaper caught my eye. May I borrow it for a second?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit.
You caught me out.
Here, you...
Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Alright, he wrote something in his notebook, so let's check that out. I'll just show it for a brief second, and then, yeah, you can pause the video and read it for yourself. Yeah, this... Okay, this is a new one. You can draw pretty well. No new secrets, okay. Anything...
Who'd have thought that one day butterscotch would remind me of my age and of all the things I had to leave behind?
How can he look at the butterscotches when he has his back on? Well, alright, that's better. I like the tune of the game too. It's really it's really, how can I say this? Happy. It's just this is a game about a burglary and such. And yeah, then they have the nice tune.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels... No, I'll stay down here. A box with a pedal. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Yeah, I wrote something down again. Maybe secrets? Yeah, new secret. And I can get a hint. The railroad employees must have access to the key. Okay, so I think the key of this box is in the drawer. So if you can get the drawer open, you can have what's inside the toolbox. So let's enter the streetcar.
I strongly suspect that the door is... No, it's open. Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend!
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce... Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
A trap.
Then I was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Perhaps that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo?
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
Okay, I don't know. The Raven's Air.
What do you know of this Raven's Air?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur?
Never mind.
Okay.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train, and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. I'll go attend to the door now.
And, Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new.
Of course. A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Okay.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through the...
Alright, we have a new note. Constable Robert Oliver. Oh, you can read it again. I wanna read the guy with the key or something. May have locked it, or that, and then it's locked from the inside, because yeah, that's just easily done. And if you lock it from the outside, then yeah, well, I don't know. Notes. Do we have any notes? No notes. Oh yeah, nothing new. All right. Let's go inside. I actually read an article about it's an old article about a large robbery. 292 million dollars were stolen from the or pounds or whatever were stolen from London in 1990 by John Goddard. He was a 58-year-old messenger working for broker Shepherds, who was mugged while carrying a briefcase on a quiet London side street. But he just he had a man from inside the bank who held him, and he just could almost carry the 292 million pounds easily outside, and then he was 300 million pounds richer. So I found that pretty extraordinary. Okay, let's go back.
An extraordinary woman. Talented, intellectual, extremely rich, and the most successful writer of all time. Yet, they say she can be difficult on occasion. Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt, and a difficult boss from what they say.
Okay, let's go to the next car. I can examine the lock. Let's do that first. Okay.
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside by turning a little knob.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
That's true.
He's so smart. Okay, let's try to open the lock.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it.
Okay. Oh, I can also examine this compartment door. Let's do that.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Okay. I'll pause the video right here. If you want to see more, just wait a day or something, and then the next part will come out. So, kind of cliffhanger, but yeah, well, you have to deal with it. Leave a like, comment, or whatever, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, guys, this was part 3 of The Raven. Click the link left on the screen for part 2 and the link right on the screen for part 4. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye. Okay, guys, this was part 3 of The Raven. Click the link left on the screen for part 2 and the link right on the screen for part 4. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye.
Professor Edna Lucy. Oh, a professor.
Alright, let's go. I lost the purse. Alright.
You're missing a purse.